I'm Sally Thornber with Lurfine Real Estate, and today I'm going to share with you my favorite mortgage broker, and his name is Eric Rotner, and he's from the Bank of Commerce. So here we are at 3130 Crow Canyon Place. We're on our way to visit Eric Rotner at his place of business, Bank of Commerce. So 6 years ago, if you had a heartbeat, you could get a loan.
4 years ago.
4 years ago. So what is it like today? I mean, setting expectation for people if they haven't been in the market for a while.
The rumors out there and the talk out there is far worse than the reality. If you can demonstrate that you make the income sufficient to qualify, in almost all circumstances you can qualify. Now, what you can qualify for, it may be different. Beforehand, you could purchase far more house than frankly you could afford. Now, what you can afford typically is higher than what you want to be paying.
The prices have come down, right? So
Very
maybe it
much
all works out.
Interest rates are low, house prices are low.
It's really the best time to buy. I mean, really.
It really is. Beforehand, when I first started in the industry and agents would ask me to put together a rent versus own, it was sometimes a tough argument to make because I put the numbers on paper and you were looking at buying an inferior house and paying 3 times what you would in rent. There wasn't always a benefit.
And now it's starting to meet.
Now, very much so. Oftentimes, without even taking into account the tax benefits of homeownership, mortgage interest deduction, property tax deduction, and also just the pride of ownership, I'm oftentimes seeing the total cost of homeownership be lower than what people's rental payments are.
I know, and that's why, I mean, this last year, a good deal of my business has been investors going out because it really makes sense. And, looking forward, it really is a perfect time to buy. I mean, the market might still change 2 to 3%, go down a little bit more, but over the next 5 to 10 years, it's got to go up, right?
Concerns over massive property devaluations have largely subsided in many areas. What you're seeing is still, obviously, from the real estate side of it, is that demand remains high in areas that remain desirable because of schools, style of living, various aspects of the neighborhoods that the homes are located in. But the concerns over holding off on purchasing a home because the fear of property values plummeting is no longer there. And with property values relatively stable and the cost of borrowing money relatively low, it is a great time to buy.
Or refi, right? I mean, when we're looking at this, we're at kind of historic lows, and everyone thinks down the road inflation's coming. I'm assuming you think so as well.
Yes.
So, I mean, it seems to me the time is now to do either buy or refi.
The opportunity for people who own homes right now to get into long-term loans that essentially will become progressively cheaper as inflation comes in. If you're able to fix the cost of your money at an incredibly low interest rate for the life of your loan, as inflation kicks in, money becomes less valuable, that loan itself will become cheaper and cheaper over the long term.
Right.
So beforehand, where the predominant product in the market was ARMs, now probably 75 to 80% of what I do is fixed rate products.
Really?
Yeah.
So what I love about Eric is his, well, first and foremost, his customer service, and he keeps you in the loop from the beginning to the end. There are never any surprises. There's great communication throughout the process, which to me is really, really important for myself and also for my clients. Eric's just on top of his game. He knows the mortgage market inside and out. He knows all the products. He stays really tight with the business. His pricing is really fair. He's got a lot of integrity. But most important, he can deliver on his promises. So if you get a loan approval letter from him, you can feel assured that that loan is going to close and it's going to close on time. In this crazy market right now where the majority of sales are short sales and REOs, it is so important that people make their deadlines because the next person is waiting to snatch those great properties. So he's the guy to go to. He's the guy to trust, and he's a personal favorite. So if you'd like to contact Eric Rotner at Bank of Commerce, give him a call at 925-627-2640 or log into my website at lurfinerealestate.com under Buyer Resources. There's a link directly to his personal website and loan application.